I'm not afraid to step out into something that I know people are going to try to throw back at me. When you believe in what you're saying, and then you know that you can answer to yourself at the end of the day, and you care about that. You care about that as a father, as a husband, as a person. That's the only standard you need. So I'm going to say this. I know a lot of people out there are going to say, yeah, Teddy, you're saying it now because now you're with me. The first time I want full disclosure for the ones that don't know. The first time I saw that fight, it was in a setting a little like this with a lot of eating going on, a lot of talking, a lot of distraction, and the volume of the fight. And I wasn't watching it with a vested interest. I was watching because I'm in the business, but not because I had to comment on it or I had to train a fighter. And I thought that Pacquiao won. Yeah. When I got this responsibility, now I have to look at it again. Turn off the volume, don't have any of you beautiful people around, and no eating, nothing, bottle of water, and sit and watch it. I saw 6 rounds that Timothy won. And here I am. I'm not saying that I saw him win. I saw 6 rounds that he won. And I didn't take a piece of paper and score it. But that's what I felt when I got up from my desk after watching that. And I said, good. We can work with this. We can build something here. And listen, it's going to be a monumental task. And you're fighting one of the best fighters of the last decade, one of the most explosive, dynamic fighters as far as pure ability. It's going to be a tough task, but we're going to do our damn best to be ready for it.
Tim, what do you love about Teddy Atlas?
What's not to love, man? Look, he's the best dressed in here. Looks good.
His analogies, we are firemen.
Cares about his job, cares about people, cares about integrity. I mean, what's not to love about this gentleman right here? Love this family, have a great family, great kids, healthy.
Everybody says that he will be the difference in this fight. You believe that? You're smiling.
Yeah. I think honestly,
he's too gracious. Let me answer for that. I'm not going to be the difference. The difference is going to be what it's always been for his 10-year career. Him.
I gotta do what's right. I have to do what's right. I gotta do what we train to do. And we don't like to make mistakes. That's plain and simple. Teddy has taught me that. Don't make mistakes.
Is this fight going to take you from, as you call yourself, a C-list celebrity higher?
I hope not.
You gonna watch the Oscars?
No.
Why not?
I don't have time. I have 5 kids.
Tim, what has been the biggest change you've seen yourself as a fighter since Teddy's came on?
Biggest changes as a fighter. I think honestly is
he dresses better.
I can answer that. I can go a couple of ways with that, but I'm gonna go from the boxing standpoint. The fact that now I know and understand where to be, when to throw the right punches at the right time, from the right distance, and from the right position. I think that's probably one of the number one things that he emphasizes on me constantly, day in and day out. Other than being a man of your word, doing exactly what you say you're gonna do, and doing it, and follow through with it. And I think that's the biggest thing that I've learned from Coach. And if you make a promise, don't ever break it. Always do it.
Tim, will you have Terrence Crawford be one of the sparring partners to help you get ready for April 9th?
No, Terrence Crawford is no sparring partner. He's a champion.
That's very true. And I want to just add one thing to what he said. Timmy always knew that. Again, he's a gracious kid, but he always knew how to act like a man. He always knew how to behave like a good human being. That's why I'm here. That's the only reason I said yes when he asked me to train him. Teddy Atlas didn't teach him that. He didn't have to. He knew it already.
This is about legacy for me. This fight is not personal, it's business. I fight and I train for every fight like it's my last fight. So I don't know anything different. So just because it's Manny Pacquiao, I'm not going to go climb Mount Everest and go train on the moon.
Smart.
I'm going to do exactly what I need to do to get prepared for the fight. with the right amount of work, right amount of time in training camp, and the right amount of focus and preparation to get ready for the fight. And we'll be ready. And April 9th, doing preparation, we're gonna sketch out. We're gonna sketch out the plan. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be working, the whole team. We're gonna be out there working. And then fight night, baby. We're gonna color it all in. Fight night, April 9th. That beautiful sketch will be a masterpiece.
Is this round 25 or is this round?
It's gonna be round 26, but no, 25. You're right. It's gonna be round 25, but with a twist.
Tim, do you feel like you still have something to prove? Manny felt he won the first one. He won the second one. Do you feel like you still have something to prove in order to make sure that you are the one who deserves to be won 2 out of these 3?
Well, let me tell you this. This is not going to be a Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight. All right? It's not. It's not going to be that type of fight. It's we're different. We know who we are. We know what our makeup is, and we know what we can and cannot do. And so we're going to win the fight. That's the only thing on our mind is winning the fight. As long as I go out there and do what we prepared to do and do everything, listen to my trainer, Mr. Teddy Alice, my teacher, my buddy, and we should come out successful. We definitely should come out successful. But this is not, honestly, this fight, like the coach said, it's not about Manny Pacquiao. Honestly, it wasn't even about Rios when I fought Rios. It wasn't about Rios. I didn't fear Rios. It was about being the best Bradley that I could be. It was about tightening up in those areas where I have flaws. It was about not committing those mortal sins that I usually commit. It was about staying tight. It was about weathering the storm. The theme for that fight was, like I told you, the theme for that fight was fireman. It was. He said, we need to be able to withstand that fire. You need to be able to stay calm in that fire. That's what he told me. And I said, okay. He's like, we're going to do everything in training camp. You're going to have the fire every single day. So that way, when you get in front of that fire, you won't panic. It won't bother you. And you're going to be able to control that fire. And that's what I did. When I was in the inside with Rios, I wasn't panicking. I knew exactly where I was supposed to be. I knew what position I was supposed to be in. I knew what punches to throw. And it worked out beautifully. I didn't panic. And this is going to be the same thing in this fight. I'm going to know exactly what I need to do at every point in that fight. I'm going to know exactly what distance I need to be at. I'm going to know exactly what shots to look out for. And if I do that, and if I follow the game plan, there's no reason why that we shouldn't win the fight. There's no reason.
What's your secret of success? Every fight you've had, there might be Devil Alexander, you've cleaned off, you've won and won.
It's different now. It used to be will. Well, I'm tired of willing my way to win. It's about being a smart monster. It's about being smart now. It's about being able to hold my grandkids one day. It's about being able to hold my kids and tell them I love them, without having, mental problems. That's what it's about. It's about leaving this game and retiring from this game on top and being happy and being content with what I've done in the sport and leaving a great legacy to be remembered by, and as opposed to, the opposite.
Teddy.
Having the game retirement.
Tim, you knocked out Brandon Rios in 9. You finished him off. Freddie Roach said he doesn't give Teddy Atlas credit for that fight because Brandon Rios was overweight. He looked like he didn't want to be there. What were your thoughts on what Freddie Roach said?
That's his opinion. I've learned that opinions come and go. Everybody becomes a master at opinions. Even you guys, same thing. Doesn't bother me.
Teddy?
Tim said that when you went to camp the first time with him, that you came with a book of things that you do wrong, things you want to correct, stuff about Rios. So you're coming with a book for Pacquiao this time around?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a thick book?
No, not too thick. Not too thick. I mean, Manny, there's only certain things he does, and wrong, and there's a lot of things he does right. It's not going to be one of those. It's not going to be like the Honeymooners show with Ralph Crampton and Ed Norton, Jackie Gleason, where Jackie Gleason was trying to become better, and he said, "Okay, Ed, make a list of all my virtues, my positive virtues, and then of all my bad things. So the list of false positive, and then he's there for like 10 minutes going over all the negative ones, you know? And then finally Ralph Crampton hit him. Come on, are you kidding me? I'm not that bad. We're not going to make a long list of bad ones for Manny because, you know, it's only what it is. But they are there. And we sure as hell will be aware of it.
And the things that we have to be very aware of that Pacquiao is very good at. But the most important thing for me from the beginning was just to make Timmy as solid as he could to take his athleticism, take all that great heart that he's shown for 10 years and just mesh it together. You know, it's kind of like having a great car. You have this great car. I think he's a great car, but a great human being. But a Ferrari, but then drive it the right way. You know, not into walls sometimes. You know, just drive it the right way and understand what's the right way to drive that car with that kind of horsepower. What's the right way? That's what we're trying to figure out what's the right way, and hopefully we've done some of that.